claiming Ivanka Trump challenged Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's push for minimum wage, federal minimum wage, but now Ivanka pointing out what they got wrong.
She tweeted, "I support a minimum wage. I do not, however, believe in a minimum guarantee for people unwilling to work," which was the question asked of me.
Right. Here to react is Trump 2020 campaign senior advisor and wife of Eric Trump, Lara Trump is here. Welcome, Lara.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, AOC took on Ivanka over the last couple of days with Michael Cohen and everything and kind of got swamped just a little bit. But she basically says she doesn't know anything about working and earning a wage, that she was a bartender.
Well, first of all, I grew up in a middle-class family. I had many hourly wage jobs. I was a waitress. I was a bartender myself. I don't think anyone should be ashamed of how they grew up. You don't choose the family you're born into. So to try and make Ivanka feel bad about this, I think was a pretty low blow. But what Ivanka said is right. People in this country want to work for what they get. They want to be independent. They want to be able to support their family and have the pride of going to work every day. They don't want a handout. You know the old adage, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for life. That is what Ivanka has been doing. She's championed an apprenticeship program that's going to put hundreds of thousands of people to work in really great programs. They're training, on-the-job training. She's doubled the child tax credit in this country, which is helping so many working families. She's done more than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has, who, by the way, pushed out Amazon, who is going to bring 100,000 jobs to her own backyard. So by her saying this, it made no sense to me.
Yeah, but you got to be used to it, because if your last name is Trump, you're a target.
Well, that is the truth. I think we're all used to that. We're all ready for it at any time. I always say, you know that the president, and you know that we are all doing a good job supporting the president when they're coming after you, because the reality is the mainstream media, the Democrats, don't want him to have any wins. That's why they had this spectacle with Michael Cohen while the president was negotiating for peace in the world, arguably, one of the most important things he could possibly be doing. But that's how you know you're doing a good job, and the president's doing a good job,
What's
I think.
it like to raise your son here in New York City and have the last name Trump? Because I was getting my nails done the other day, and the lady next to me just starts saying, "Oh, I watched Michael Cohen today, and I totally believe everything he said." I said, "You believe everything he said? He's going to prison for lying." But in New York, everyone just assumes that we all agree with each other because it's such a liberal city.
Well, New York is not the easiest place. I grew up in North Carolina, so I like going home sometimes because it feels a little better. But honestly, the number of people, even here in New York, who come up to me, I can't tell you, on a daily basis and say, they whisper it, of course, but, you know, we support the president, we love your family. It's really more often than you think. And even here in New York, people are getting it. People are seeing what this president has done. They're feeling the results. So you can't deny that.
For this testimony, it must have been particularly challenging, because Michael Cohen's been around your family and the business for at least 10 years, everywhere, at night, doing events. So to hear him talk about your family and your husband and your brother-in-law and this, how challenging was it?
Well, it's never fun to see that happen, to see someone who has proclaimed on television hundreds of times that he would take a bullet for this president, that he's the greatest person in the world, and to go on and on about what a great guy was, and then to turn his back on somebody when he's trying to save his own hide. I think that's very obvious to people. I don't have to say what everyone said, that he's obviously a self-confessed liar and perjurer, but it's never easy to see that stuff. I think the good news is that what we did see out of the Michael Cohen testimony is that there was a lot actually positive for the president. He confirmed what we've all said, that there was no collusion with Russia, that he never heard the president do anything that would be, you know, even in anything close to that. Absolutely. So there were, I think, some good things from that. I thought the Democrats looked really dumb, really crazy. I think it was such, again, a spectacle and a clear stunt to try and distract from what the president was doing.
Which was, he was over in Vietnam talking to Mr. Kim.
Yeah.
All right. Lara Trump, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.